what up? What up? What up? It's your boy Roy, accompanied by the one, the only, the Dominican bad man, Sergio, aka the floor price guy. And we're Combat Sport Guys coming back to you with another UFC full card breakdown, this time in the form of UFC Fight Night Shanghai, China. We got Walker taking on Zhang in a light heavyweight 5-round bout. In the co-main event, we have Aljamain Sterling taking on Brian Ortega in a featherweight 5-round bout. 5-round bout in the co-main, right? But before we get into that, yep. And I think I know why they did that, but we'll talk about it when we talk to it. Before we get into that, let's go over last week UFC 319. Hamzat Chimaev crowned the new middleweight champion, and how we did in terms of picks and bets. Go ahead, floor price guy, take it away, man.
We fucking cooked. I gotta say, 14 bets. We started the night a little bit rough because Barboza was our ace, and like we understand Barboza with an S.
Oh, Barboza, yeah, Dione, right?
Yeah, Dione Barboza was the one that like put us a little bit on the red, but then we recouped 14 bets, plus money on Hernandez, Barboza Silva over 2.5. Andrade and Godinez. I think this one was a good one for me because they honored the cancellation. If I would have just bet the over 2.5, it would have been a minus 200. I think it was. But they spared me. And you reported today that Battle got cut, so we'll talk about that later.
Has been cut from the promotion, man. After missing weight, I think he missed weight 2 times back to back, 3 times overall. So,
bro,
out of there, man.
PFL, bro, Brave. You go to Fury, Cage Warriors, but we cook money line on Lupita minus 150, best money I ever threw at her. We were having doubt.
You're striking
and like Andrade could clip her, bro. Andrade, like when Andrade can't put it together in strawweight, it's looking great, my brother. I put a parlay with Lupita and Olenjayshik, one of the nerd boys for plus 132. Again, plus money. I slapped a money line on Mikel, bro. Like, come on. It was that issue of like, you're gonna take the guy down, but
he doesn't have good takedowns. Meerschaert does not have good.
Doesn't have good explosion. He's not an athlete.
Yeah, and the fights start standing, and this guy has good striking. So,
that's where that fights against RDR was his best outing. He almost put RDR away, by the way.
Susakayev inside the distance. He took that fight on 4 days' notice. I believe it was Tuesday, right? So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So 4 days' notice. Do you think he was hurt, or do you think he was showboating?
He was showboating, but sorry, he was hurt because he was effing around a little bit. So you said it. He was showboating. He was just effing around. He was having too much fun, but that's why Dana put him there.
Yeah,
and like, Nolan was a tight striker.
Yeah, he's a good striker, and I said it right. He comes forward. He's an aggressive striker, but I think he even said it at the end of the fight, like, "Yo, you're too big. Come meet me at 170." Right. So I think Nolan probably has a future with the promotion. I think they were impressed that he made it a good fight. So
no, Dana told him. Dana guaranteed that he's going to fight next in the UFC. So he's safe. It was also last minute.
Nolan, you said Nolan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cool. And like and this is how cool it is because like Dana looked at this guy's vibe and aura and said, "Your game, okay, I'm going to sign you up." And then he says, "I want to fight." We'll get you a fight, kid. Not only did they get him a fight, I thought he was going to do like the opening of the early prelims or maybe the feature early prelim. Yeah. Nah, Dana put him on ESPN, the featured prelim bout. This guy, bro, just became a fan favorite. He got clipped. Again, he was entertaining. The odds were insane. I got to say, Temp, I was not able to slap money on it, but after the second round after the first round was done, both of them were Sasuke was a minus 125 and Nolan was a minus 105.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane because it showed a little, the armor was pierced a little bit. But what did Sasuke do to Nolan? He took him right to the ground. Okay, this is my bread and butter. Fuck entertaining. Went for the kill. So I love that. We put live bets and like again MVP. I'm a Cannonier fight, but the issue is the speed of MVP, bro.
He's a point fighter too, right? He's a point fighter.
And that's what I'm betting. And people like I heard like, oh, he doesn't knock people out, brother. He floored Candonier 2 times and put himself. Because here's the thing about it: if you look at the third round, who put himself in that in that takedown? Candonier, the Candonier press for that takedown, or did MVP overextend on his punch and got flopped?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So it was MVP. MVP was well done. Prod is too. I gotta say, brother, like that
Easy
was
pick, bro. Back in the W column. Easy pick.
easy pick, bro. When he's and also how massive did he look against the Neil? He looked
Against Neil,
mad.
yeah. He has
Like how
long legs, bro. Like he has that. He has like a weird prototype, like the perfect Muay Thai body, bro. He got long legs. He looks lengthy. He's tall. Yeah, man. He's back in the dub column. So he called for MVP in Rio. So you think they make that
that's
fight?
not gonna happen, no, because MVP's in middleweight now.
The middleweight, huh?
They can't. Yeah, and they can't be. MVP needs to stick to middle because then he's doing what Kevin Holland does. He's doing that
Yeah.
flip flop shit, and if you already took Candonier's ranking, so don't do it. Just stay in there. Try to fight. Try to fight Sean Strickland. I think that's a good fight. Sean Strickland versus head to head collision,
This
bro.
was the dog of the night right here, brother. Look, Alex Hernandez was a good dog at a plus 250. He knocked out Chase Super, but Murphy,
Yeah.
everybody from X to other analysts, they were all picking Aaron Pico, right? He has the Olympic level. He was an Olympic level athlete, right? I think he missed the trials by one match, right? He lost the Olympic trials. He has great boxing, Golden Gloves boxing, but the thing is, the UFC is a whole different level. And one of the things we talked about is the UFC always does this, especially when it comes to Bellator fighters. They always put them up. They humble them first, and then they slowly build them up. And I knew, man, like Aaron Pico's good, but he's aggressive. We also talked about his aggressive, his come forward movement, and early on he was exactly what we expected him to be: aggressive, attacking the body, searching for takedowns. And then Murphy had his reads in and landed a beautiful spinning elbow and knocked him out. Man, I didn't. I knew that Pico would be in trouble being aggressive, but I didn't think Murphy would knock him out. I thought Murphy was going to win via decision, but wow, what a performance for
Well, we
Murphy.
mentioned this. Like the
Yeah,
thing is, like we mentioned it in the show. Like this, like first and foremost, you're getting thrown into a top 6 fighter, and not only top 6, he became the
undefeated.
number 1 contender.
Yeah,
He bypasses everybody in that. Ortega, Yair, Silva, your boy, what's his name? The Mexican.
hey, have some respect, bro. Have some
Lopez,
respect.
Lopez. I forgot his
Have
name
some,
for a second. Don't hate me,
have
bro.
some respect, bro. Have some respect.
That's crazy. But he bypassed everybody, bro. And
Yeah,
what happened, bro? He just gets too aggressive. My guy has, and then here's the issue too. Like just because he's a world champion, bro, and Cormier said it best, bro. Like this guy is like an animal. You tell him you can't do that, he's gonna get it done. But then when it comes to when they translate it into fighting, they put him on the main card in a Bellator first time headlining Madison Square Garden, gets submitted in less than a minute. It gets knocked out. So why are we putting a guy like in his, a guy with huge potential in a main event? He should have never been main eventing.
co-main event.
Sorry, co-main eventing. It's the same with Yair Rodriguez and Pitbull. Pitbull should have never fought Yair Rodriguez. That never should have happened. But and also like people like, bro, you remember there was a time where Pride fighters would go against UFC fighters and they would beat Pride fighters, and then you grab Strike Force fighters versus UFC fighters, and the Strike fighters were doing very good in the UFC. Bro, that's not that generation. Bellator fighters are not the cream of the crop, and it showed. It just showed where they're at. So
yeah,
what do you do with Pico? Give him a year. Give him a year off, man.
yeah. Give him a couple months off.
I was into a podcast where TJ Dillashaw was kind of breaking down what Coach Cal is going to do. That's Chimaev's conditioning coach, and he's going to put him on this machine just to kind of check his brain, check his nervous system, and it was very interesting. But they recommended you're going to take 6 months to a year off until that heals. And bro, you're not going to sweat. Bro, it was a very interesting podcast because Coach Cal is going to take care of that kid.
Yeah, he does a lot of science-based research. I think he takes time off. Like I said before, I think he's going to have a good career in the UFC, but Leon Murphy was a bit too much too early, and we'll see where he goes from there. Talk about Kaya Sakura real quick and Tim Elliott, right? Tim Elliott has been away, I think it was almost for 2 years, came back, got the submission. It's pretty evident that Asakura has troubles on the ground, right, and off his back. Do you think he has problems going forward in the future if he doesn't address that issue? Like,
Asakura?
because we were talking about at one point, imagine him in a main event with Tatsuro Taira, man, in
They should
Japan.
have done it. They
Tatsuro,
should have
no,
done
Tatsuro Taira will fuck this guy up, bro.
it. But he's number one. He's a number one contender after
Yeah.
Josh Fan. He's a number one contender. But it doesn't surprise. The thing is, like, that was Tim's gateway to win. It was the takedown, and Tim is good, man. Like, people don't I don't know, like, how far fans like realize how, vintage is Elliot, but Elliot fought with Mighty Mouse, and Elliot almost beat Mighty Mouse in the first round
Mm-hmm.
of their fight, and because he's so awkward. But he took an approach where he was very locked in. He waited and waited, and it was a little bit dangerous, bro. He almost got knocked out, bro. But again, it paid off. The plus 250 dog Elliot gets it done. But yeah, so when it comes to Sakura, bro, like, keep him in the UFC, but just give him low level competition. Let him
Give him
build.
strikers, like build them up a little bit, build that confidence up again, because I'm pretty sure his confidence has to be shot on
Why are they giving grapplers? Like, why are we doing
on two main cards too, bro. Two main cards. So
He-
I think throw him on the prelims or something, and then give him some strikers, man. Let him build up his name again.
I completely agree. Like, there's a video that surfaced that Morale's trying to take Asakura down, and he can't take him down. So imagine the boy seeing that. Whoa, he has to have impeccable takedown. Nah, bro, that's practice, bro. That's not real life. That's not a fight, bro. That's
Yeah.
Anyways,
Man.
let's move on to number 12 and number 13. We put both money on, which was Chimaev and Prades, and we were speaking before the show how we were down with Dione Barboza, and this made us go whole again. I'm sorry, but I went pretty steep on Chimaev and Prades, bro.
Yeah, that Ruziboyev parlay, they still honored it, but at reduced odds, still plus money. Chimaev and Prates, so I had pretty much two Chimaev and Prates parlays going because the Ruziboyev one got duped. But had Brian Battle made weight, I'm pretty confident Ruziboyev would have won. That would have been a nice parlay to hit. But
No, yeah, and
dwell on it.
Yeah, and we could talk about it here because then we're gonna do the split, but Battle's not fully there, bro. I'm sorry. After, bro, you called it, the momentum that he had against the French dude,
Joseph, yeah,
Joseph, bro. Like, what happened, bro? Like, bro, that post screen, it was like villainous, and it kind of catapulted you, bro. And then I don't know what happened, bro.
He missed his weight. He missed his weight, like you said. He didn't lock in against Brown, so that kind of stopped a lot of his momentum. He had a poor performance against Brown where he just held him up against the fence, and a lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people thought he lost that fight, right? And he won a split decision. So then he misses weight here, and it's just, damn, man, what a way to shoot yourself in the foot, right? At one point, you have everything going for you, right? All you had to do was make weight, perform, fall flat, man.
And you're getting closer to that kind of division. Like, you're getting close to that. Was he a top 15?
He was at welterweight. I think he was inching towards it, but then he moved up to a middleweight. So you move up 15 pounds and then you miss 4 pounds. So this dude is probably heavy, bro. In the offseason, he's probably like near of 205 or something, 210.
No, all those heavy, like all those middle guys. If Chimaev and DDP has confirmed something, as the middleweight guys are 220, 225, and
yeah, he has to be big. So for him to move up because he had weight issues and to still miss weight by 4 pounds, like, bro, how big are you? Like, what do you like? Is it a nutritionist problem? Is it a personal problem? Like, what are we doing, right? Like, what are we doing? So hopefully he locks in. He goes out in the regional scenes, gets some W's, and maybe come back. We've seen it happen, but
he needs to address his weight loss. It's not only is it the W's, but like, where are you gonna fight? It's like maybe like Rumble Johnson. Maybe have this guy come back and at light heavyweight. If because Rumble Johnson did the same blueprint, bro. Miss weight
he missed weight.
At welterweight, then misses weight against his fight against Vitor Belfort, like 191. Vitor Belfort submits him in the second round or the first, and then he goes on a stint for PFL before PFL was PFL, and came back at light heavyweight, and then beat Davis at an underdog, which I put money on Rumble.
Nice. Speaking of Davis, random segue. Tank Davis versus Jake Paul. What are we doing, brother? What are we doing?
We're making money. That's all it is. We're making money,
Yeah.
bro.
But okay, so now let's get back into it. So the main event, right? We have Chimaev going up against Dricus Duplessis. A lot of people are upset in the performance that Chimaev, the game plan that he had, right? Just take him down, backpack him, control him. I actually think differently. I think this performance demonstrated two things. One, right? One is that Chimaev can fight in championship rounds and have the cardio to do so and to fight at the level that he fights, right? The that freestyle, that aggressive freestyle wrestling, like he did it for 5 rounds. Also, it shows how much of a dog DDP is, right? But yeah, he got taken down, but also he didn't get finished, where a lot of people thought he was going to get finished, right? A lot of people thought he was going to, hold his own, and he did in his own right on the ground. He didn't get submitted. He defended a couple attempts. He even had him in a guillotine at one point. But yeah, man, I like the performance. It's part of the game, right? It's boring. It's not entertaining, of course, but it's part of the game, man.
Well, he started playing with fire and saying that there was a video where he had like 8 fucking wrestlers, all jujitsu, try to take him down. This man's not going down. This man's not going down. His coaches, like, we got something for Hamza. But bro, when that cage door shut and they locked the eyes, you could tell that DDP, bro, was not DDP, bro.
Yeah, I had like when I felt that DDP was, I obviously picked Chimaev. I thought Chimaev was going to win, but when it became evident for me was when DDP, because they touted him for his shit talk and everything, and he's like, "No, I'm just going to focus on the fight." But that tells me like that you don't want to say anything that's going to come back and burn you because you're not confident that you could possibly win, right? It looked like to me like he was fighting to survive as opposed to win. You get me? I think Bilal Muhammad said it best. Like he went into that fight looking to survive and not looking to win. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, fucking hell, bro. That's all I gotta say. Like, it was great display. I really enjoyed Hamza, and Hamza just like, bro. If you have a forte like that, if you could dominate a guy, do it, bro. Like, gives a fuck about what fans have to think about, bro. It's dominance, bro. You got an issue, bro. Get up. Couldn't
Bro,
get up.
how good is fucking Kamaru Usman, man?
They've been saying that, and I peeped, and Kamara was like, look at me."
Yeah, he fucking tweeted out, what do you think? Well, now you know, or what can I say, or whatever he's tweeted out.
No, he's no joke, bro. But let's be honest with each other. Like, it's just,
But if there's any recipe to beat Chimaev is watch that Usman fight, because the way you beat Chimaev is you tire him down on the ground. Because
yeah,
he's going to take you down. But if you're able to scramble, make him work, that's going to exhaust him on the ground, right? Because
yes,
it's one thing for him to hold you and keep you there for 4 minutes. He's not really doing much if he's just peppering you, right? Peppering you. But if you do what Usman did and work him and, have all these scrambles, that's going to tire him out. So what's next for him? We'll see. It's either going to be the winner of Fluffy or RDR, which got announced, banger of a fight, or Baralo versus Imavov, which is in Paris in 2 weeks. So we'll find out, man. But I think out of those 4 guys, who do you think gives him the toughest fight?
fucking Fluffy. Fluffy is the guy. The guy's not gonna set like, bro. The pace Fluffy's gonna get on is
I
wild.
think I think that fight, the wrestling would be interesting to see, but I think Hamza can probably knock him out on the feet, man.
Let's see, right? Because Fluffy's
Yeah,
not only going to stand with you; he's going to switch it up, move. He's also
yeah.
going to try to go for takedown. Like, he's going to instigate the takedown defense, right? He's going to instigate. Like, that's a very interesting fight. The RDR fight is very interesting, and I
The
think
RDR
now,
is interesting because he's big, because he probably would be the biggest guy that he's fought.
for the first time in years, bro,
Yeah,
that top 5 is looking new. Like, we don't have
it's a new
Strickland,
era. It's
we
a
don't
new
have
era.
Strickland, we don't have Izzy, we don't got Whitaker, so we get all new guys that haven't fought each other that are about to like mingle and like
And
Kendrick.
they're all fighting. They're not holding off. They're not waiting. They're all fighting. They're just fucking going after it, and I love it. I saw an image earlier, like the new welterweight era, the new welterweight and the new middleweight era, and it just showed like how like from the prior era, like how all these new fighters are now in the top 10. It's crazy, man. We're seeing
It's,
it change before our eyes, but
it's actually insane, bro.
yeah, in terms of picks, you went 8 of 12. I went 7 of 12. Good night overall. A couple iffy decisions, but at the end of the day, we still managed to give you out of 14 bets. We gave you 6 or 7 pop plus money line bets,
Give
make
me a
sure to
second.
tap in
Joseph Vince Joseph Morales.
Joseph Morales.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry, dog. Like the thing is, bro. Like Chael said
If
it the best. Like
if you well, hold up, Joseph Morales is good, and I told you. Remember when we filmed 3 months ago? I said Joseph Morales, he could win the whole thing. He's a dog horse. Remember I told you that? I
I
told you
didn't.
that here. I
Yeah,
sat here
but
and but the thing is, if you watch the Ultimate Fighter, he did not fight like that, bro.
that's
Even
what I'm.
Daniel Cormier was like, "Yo, he did not look like this." If you watch all the fights in the Ultimate Fighter, he did not look like that. He put a pace on this kid, man. He
He
put a
did.
pace on this kid.
And that's why like he went for broke. And Chael said it the best. Like he had him warm up, and he looks at the kid and he says, this guy's looking different today." Right? This guy's looking a little bit more different today. Like, and then it's just that's what it is, bro. Like he just got inspired and pursued greatness and got it done, bro. But let's
It's
keep
the
it consistent.
experience too. It's the
Yeah.
experience too. He's been in the UFC octagon. He's been in front of a crowd, and we talked about that last week. Like that does have an impact on an individual, right? And that could have impacted Idiris greatly. We don't know, but the pace, man, the pace was just and like what you're about to say is lock in, right? Hopefully, he has a good run this time out.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have to have a good run, but the thing is, when he's gonna try to get fed, that flyweight division, bro, is nasty. To get to the top there is not everybody's Joshua Van, eh? Not everybody's Joshua Van. Um,
The thing is, you got to show up, you got to perform, you got to be willing to take chances. I think Joshua Van's in the UFC's good graces because he's come in on short notice multiple times, right? Against Chirus at UFC Noche, he came in on short
but
notice after being knocked out by Charles Johnson. He came in on short notice, and then
he's put performances on the
he's put
deck.
performances, he's entertaining as well. But yeah, I think if homeboy Morales gets a couple finishes and entertains, gets people to know who he is, yeah, he could be something, man. He's a dog for sure.
100%, bro. I'm super excited, and
Yeah, I'm
I mean,
glad you brought that up. I was even amazed. I was like, "Whoa!" Like dude looks way different, but good scrap, good scrap.
100%. And that is our 319 bets and picks recap. We're gonna go now to the portion of UFC Inside
Yeah,
Box.
let them know. Let them know. I love it. I
We'll
love
see
it.
you guys in a bit.
Yeah.
That's it.